In Egypt, a Red Z oversized cargo ship lost control due to a steering system failure, rammed a pier, and ran aground in the Suez Canal.
لا إله إلا الله.
Aurora Australis, in a fully developed force 9 gale on her way to Antarctica. Wind 40-45 knots. Significant wave height 9 meters, but the most impressive wave is the dumping 14-meter breaker just ahead of the ship. What to do with the wreckage of the Wakasio? Is this the Japanese merchant ship that ran aground and then split in half, dumping more than 100 tons of hydrocarbons into the turquoise waters off Mauritius? Japan and France have announced that they have sent experts to the government of Mauritius.
Basically adult bumper boats, right here.
Forward to check. Yeah, people are on deck. All right, check for it.
Don't you just love it when you're relaxing and chaos shows up uninvited?
A large fishing vessel flying the flag of the Netherlands confidently passes the waves in a storm. Its load capacity is 5,162 tons. The crew of a Dutch cargo ship was rescued during a storm off the coast of Norway. The ship was in danger of sinking and causing an oil spill. The footage shows some of the 12 crew members jumping into the ocean, after which they were rescued by a helicopter. The rest were lifted straight from the deck. All of them were taken to a safe place.
A Russian tanker with fuel oil crashed in the Kerch Strait. One sailor died, and the rest of the crew were evacuated. The old ship was broken in half due to the strong waves during the storm. Thousands of tons of oil products ended up in the sea. Emergency situation. Mooring cable breakage during rigging operations at sea. The Sri Lankan Navy is trying to prevent an environmental disaster. For several days now, a fire has been burning on a cargo ship anchored near the port of Colombo. The Singapore-flagged ship was sailing from the Indian state of Gujarat and was carrying thousands of containers, including chemicals and fuel. As a result of the incident, 8 containers with pellets for the production of polyethylene, mixed with burnt oil, have already fallen into the water, which has polluted the popular Negombo beach located near the capital. In the North Sea, a Portuguese-flagged container ship crashed into the tanker Stina Immaculate, which was anchored. Both vessels were engulfed in fire, and the crew immediately called rescue vessels. The collision occurred near the English port. The tanker was carrying jet fuel, and the container ship, according to some reports, was also carrying poisonous sodium cyanide. The ships have taken critical damage and cannot be repaired. No people were injured.
Well, that's certainly one way to make an entrance.
Whoa!
They had an entire ocean to roam, and somehow still collided. Unreal.
Tilbage 4. Tilbage 4. Tilbage 4.
During a patrol in the waters of the Faroe Islands, the French trawler Bruix was suspected of illegal fishing. When a patrol ship approached him, the French trawler refused to let the inspection team on board and headed for the territorial border. During the chase, the two vessels collided. No one was injured.
Peace.
The Russian cargo ship broke in half, unable to withstand the impact of the wave. The crew is requesting assistance. A cargo ship carrying almost 3,000 vehicles is on fire near the world-famous bird habitat off the coast of the Netherlands, as fire and rescue crews wait for the flames to subside before attempting to board the vessel. The Fremantle motorway, en route from the German port of Bremerhaven to Singapore, caught fire shortly before midnight on Tuesday, about 17 miles north of the Dutch island of Ameland, raising fears of an environmental disaster. A container ship rammed a tanker in the North Sea off the coast of Great Britain. As a result of the collision, a fire broke out on the ships. Rescue boats and firefighting vessels were immediately called in to deal with the consequences. The tanker suffered a hole in the hull and was extinguished, while the container ship burned out completely. The crews were evacuated and no one was injured. Incredible footage of a 12,000-ton cargo ship caught in a 10-point storm. There are very long and high waves in the Bay of Biscay. You need to be prepared for this. Rare footage from the bridge of the aircraft carrier USS Kitty Hawk, returning home to the naval base in Yokosuka, Japan, during a powerful storm. The starboard bridge at the bow was severely damaged by the impact of strong waves, and the safety net was torn off. Currently, the aircraft carrier has been removed from active service. A chemical tanker crashes into waves over 10 meters high during a hurricane-force wind off the coast of Portugal. A powerful storm of this category can or severely damage a ship.
A giant cargo ship transports timber during a storm. These waves are quite powerful and high. At such moments, the full force of nature is really felt.
ザコを捨てました。はい、本線に当てました。
はい、今の位置確認、今の位置確認。
本線に衝突しました。
今の位置確認。
Japan and China, now starring in a demolition derby.
連絡する第4中国漁船が本船船尾に衝突した、相手船がぶつけてきた。
瓶のものをたくさん投げてます。今も投げました。はい、投げました。これもまた投げました。選手からいくつか何名から、ブリッジからも投げております。大量に何かまだ白いような瓶を投げております。今だ瓶を投げ続けております。まだ、白い瓶を、どんどん投げております。本線の、現在左舷後方です。
large Greek chemical tanker has collided with giant waves in the North Sea. A storm of this magnitude may not happen often and is capable of damaging a vessel. A fishing boat is sailing through a powerful storm. Huge waves cover the ship and toss it like a light boat. I wonder if the team is scared.
The boat arrived with a little too much enthusiasm.
A cruise ship sailing through the legendary Drake Strait between the southernmost tip of South America and Antarctica was caught in a powerful storm. "40-foot heart-stopping waves that were enough to knock other passengers off their feet. This is really an unforgettable adventure, perhaps for which people go on an ocean cruise. Incredible footage captured inside a cruise ship caught in a tropical hurricane. The ship is tossed from side to side, causing everything inside to collapse.
Careful, that window's open. Windows are open, don't fall out.
On Saturday, May 17, 2025, the Mexican Navy's tall training ship Cuauhtémoc struck the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City during a global goodwill tour. The vessel, carrying 277 people, lost power and steering as it was maneuvering away from Pier 17, causing it to drift into the bridge's abutment on the Brooklyn side just before 8:30 p.m. The ship's 3 towering masts clipped the bridge and snapped, with some crew members standing on the masts as they broke and fell to the deck, leaving several sailors dangling from harnesses until rescued. The crash resulted in 2 crew members' deaths and at least 19 injuries, 2 of which were critical.
The MSC Opera cruise ship was about to dock at the passenger terminal in Venice when it experienced technical problems. 2 tugboats guiding the cruise ship in Venice tried to stop it, but were unable to prevent a collision due to a broken tow rope. As a result, the vessel crashed into a pier and damaged a moored pleasure craft. The boat ended up against the rocks because of the strong Sirocco wind that throughout the day had blown over Sicily and is half sunk, bow first. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, either among the passengers or among the crew members. In all, there were 117 passengers and 6 crew members on board. Scenes of panic were recorded. The passengers were disembarked thanks to lifeboats and boats made available by the islanders.
Wow, that was nice, man. That was nice, man. Oh shit.
The Ocean X Sanderling pushed to St. John's, NL from Halifax in a very bad winter storm. The vessel pushed at 11-12 knots, while other vessels in the area slowed to a safe 3-4 knots for safety and to prevent any damages.
Oh man. Huh? Oh shit, man. It's not good, huh?
Look out! Look out! Whoa, shit! Let down! God damn it!
When this ship's anchor failed, it showed everyone in the area firsthand the sheer power of one of these.
A fire broke out on the cargo ship at night. As a result, all the cars were destroyed.
Go ahead, trust me, said the man. The rope said, nope.
The South Korean merchant ship Stellar Banner was sunk off the coast of the Brazilian state of Maranhão after running aground and sustaining serious damage. The initial inspection showed that the cargo ship had a 25-meter-long hole. The decision to sink the vessel was made after a thorough assessment of its condition.
Big impact, no casualties, just a captain eating a hefty slice of humble pie. An Icelandic air rescue team is at work rescuing the crew of a cargo ship, Skalva, caught in a storm. Drone footage showed the Solong and the Stena Immaculate floating in the North Sea after their collision. The Stena Immaculate was carrying 220,000 barrels of jet fuel for the U.S. Air Force when it was struck while stationary by the German-owned Solong on Monday morning. While sailing between Warnemünde and Le Havre, a guest was taken ill and required medical treatment on land. The helicopter was too large to fit on the helipad and was required to hover while flying sideways, as the ship was still traveling at 18 knots. Incredible bit of flying. Cruise ship navigates through a storm in the Mediterranean Sea.
A Chinese Navy warship collided with its own Coast Guard vessel while chasing a Philippine patrol boat in the South China Sea. This rare and dramatic incident has attracted the attention of the world community. A large loaded cargo ship sails in the Pacific Ocean through a 10-point Beaufort storm. A huge tanker goes underwater into the sea. The 3,400-ton vessel sails through a storm in the North Sea. Ship loses cargo during storm. The aftermath of a major hurricane in the Indian Ocean. Part of the cargo on the ship was lost.
We stopped.
The Fedra engines failed to start, and efforts to secure new lines from 3 large tugs failed. It was pinned up against the cliffs below the Europa Point lighthouse. 4 of the ship's crew were airlifted to safety by the gallant efforts of the Spanish Coast Guard.
That probably did it.
I tried to have a nice relaxing pee and it all got blown away. Calm down.
Hard to imagine the violence of the storm.
Yeah.
It's still very stormy.
The Welland Canal in Canada is wide enough for ships to pass each other with ease. But this time, luck wasn't on the captain's side.
A 160-meter-long cargo ship was caught in a devastating storm near the Cape of Good Hope. The ship's roll reaches 32 degrees at a critical 40.
Congratulations, your van just got hit with an unexpected drive-through remodel.
Und geht weiter. Yes, मैंने शुरू से बोला था आपको। ओ अल्लाह खैर, पूरी तबाही हो गई यार। ये क्या हो रहा है? वीडियो जोड़ो। दामाई ताऊ ने बेचे दा बचान की रास्ता। तबाही उश्वा।
You can be minding your own business and then someone else comes along and ruins everything?
ये सारा तबाही।
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Petersburg wanted the fresh catch of the day, not the fresh crash of the day.
No way.
The cargo ship Grand America sank 330 kilometers west of La Rochelle after a fire. There were 2,200 tons of fuel oil on board in the cargo compartments. On the morning of 16th April 2014, the ferry MV Sewol sank while en route from Incheon towards Jeju City in South Korea. The 6,125-ton vessel sent a distress signal from about 2.7 kilometers north of Byongpungdo at 0858 KST.
He's gonna have to circle us first. We're still moving.
Coast Guard helicopter rescue in the middle of the ocean from Carnival Sensation ship. One of the passengers had a medical emergency and had to get airlifted to a hospital.
There he goes. Let's go. Right.
Bravo, Mikobuś, brawo!
The 195-meter-long oil tanker was caught in a 12-point storm. The wind speed reaches 50 meters per second.
What's that stuff?
Là, il est cassé. Là. Ça y est, il se casse. Dios. Ya. Joder.
A severe storm caught a cargo ship in the Pacific Ocean. Huge waves are rolling on the deck.
Нихуя себе, блядь. Вот это въебало, блядь. Не знаю, блядь. Хорошо, что не вышли, блядь.
In 2019, a ship captain in South Korea gained global notoriety after crashing into a bridge. An investigation later revealed he was drunk and couldn't understand the English warnings about the imminent collision. Have we really learned nothing from the Titanic?
Yeah.
Fishing vessel passes through a powerful storm.